The last time the minimum wage was increased was in 2009.
Since 2010, up until COVID, the United States had the longest economic expansion in its history. There was no change in the minimum wage.
Kevin Barr, the professor of finance at UW-Stevens Point, argues that the people who benefited from the economic boom last decade were mostly those in the top 10%. The nonpartisan Congressional Research Service published a study on how wages changed since 1979 after adjusting for inflation. Between 1979 and 2019, people at the 10% level saw wages increase by only 1.6%. For those at 50%, it was only about a 6% increase. But those at the 90th percentile saw a 37% increase.
And the idea is that, okay, if we have an economic recovery, let's pull people at the very bottom end of the income spectrum along for the ride this time.
Some may argue that if people want to get paid more money, they should just switch jobs. While that could work in some cases, the data just doesn't back it up for the broader population. During economic booms, the rich have got richer while low-wage workers get left behind.
You look at how wages have changed. Typically, it's people on the bottom, and they don't have the power, if you will, perhaps to move on to higher paying jobs all the time. They're kind of left behind.
Some would argue raising the minimum wage could ruin some small businesses. But Barr doesn't see it that way because he believes an economic boom is inevitable. He thinks once COVID is over, people will be ready to spend.
There's a large pent up demand. People are going to want to go back to restaurants and movie theaters and go to plays and go to sporting events.
Barr said it's about time the working class benefited from a strong economy, and raising the minimum wage would ensure that. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.